I'm returning to the Bagatelle in G minor, Opus 119, number 1. Has a very simple charm to it. The first page in A section it almost sounds like a little minuet at the beginning with this dotted 8th, 16th upbeat going across the detached notes that sound like this. Answered the little interspersed arpeggio. And it comes back. Little spike mark. Answer. So you want to get this to go horizontal. What I recommend students to do is play it legato in the beginning, even though you do have detached notes. So you preserve a horizontal motion like this. Answered. This, of course, is legato. Now do the detached. So now after we do this first section, we're going to be going over to the B section, and we have to know the transition. Transitions are so important when you go from one section to a new section with a new emotional mood switch here. Students have to learn, like, where did I come from and where am I going? That's always true in music making and all art forms. So it's always good, if you're going to practice a new section, to go a measure or two before to lead into it. So we have this. New section. Sweet. Answer. Answer. Second part of the second section. Variation. Answer. Variation. What's interesting here is, again, you'll have one idea and two measures stated in a fairly simple form, and answer two measures after that, a variation of it with decoration. So you could hear when he does this. Takes the same idea, but he decorates it with upper neighbors. You know, when you play that, you have to be aware that's not something else, but it really has running through it the same notes that were scale-like coming down, decorated with upper neighbors. It's also playful, because you have sighing pairs, which are eighth notes in pairs. It has a playful feeling to it in that variation, so you want to get that emotional sense of the playfulness. Playful. Return to the sweetness. Answer. Now we have a little bridge here. That's very beautiful how he brings us back to part A. That little, they call it a bridge, a little interlude, truly a bridge. The bridge was here. is going to come back again, and this is really decorated, ultra decorated, because, or you could say variated instead of decorated. He's got lots of sighing pairs, but this time he doesn't have chords under the sighing pairs of the theme. He has the left hand doing the same rhythm as the right. So it's intensifying because he has the left hand going, which is the same as this. It's that outline, harmonic outline. Except he's got more notes and he's got broken intervals. Broken octave. So this again is definitely intensification of what you heard at the very beginning, which was very simply stated. But now. So you want to have some shape to that, because that can get very flatlined. Unless you remember that when you did this. The second time when you did it. To remember that that's connected to the theme in the beginning. Now on the last page we really have a coda, and it's interesting, it's something a little different where he does and the left hand imitates what you peters out after all of this tumultuous, left hand and right hand doing the same rhythm and going forward and pulling back and going forward and some fortes and crescendos and so forth. At the end, he just peters away, just floats off very, very quietly. He does have some spike marks here and there. We're to believe that that's what he wrote. This was helpful in terms of sewing together all these things in these, what seems like they're very different, they're really very much threaded together with variations, different treatments that he puts them through. So this piece is very challenging to have that unity of it and that sense of structure and illuminating the structure, keeping contour and singing tone and horizontal motion.